Good morning, everyone. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. There's a reason for that. We went about 6.5 weeks out west in Canada with the RV, and I haven't been doing lots to the trains. However, we are back, and usually in the summer season I don't drive them too much. I just keep buying and for the fall and to keep myself busy, and then I'll fix up again and do my thing. I got a lot of Pico in. As you can see, this is Pico, the Deutsche Reichsbahn, and I have another one here I'm working on, which I posted in my Facebook group. That is an DR. It's also a Deutsche Reichsbahn, but that is another version of them. I have three. I have two sets, and I have a middle part. This is actually Schicht. This is not really, as you can see, Schicht. And where is the middle part? Here is the middle part. So you can hook them up to them. I've been working on that, but also since I got my hands on some FlexTrack, I am slowly but surely replacing everything with nickel silver FlexTrack. I get a lot of comments on these screw nails. Well, they're ridiculous big, I realize that. But I use caulking, and to keep it in the caulking, I use those screw nails. It doesn't bother any of my locomotives or cars or couplers, so I just, well, let me put it this way. I don't really get up out of bed and say, oh, I got to remove screw nails. So you'll see them, so here and there. Eventually they will be all gone and it will be all ballasted. I just use them that way. As you can see, here is one to keep the switch in place. And this is what I did this morning. This piece of FlexTrack. All nickel silver. And siding, which is quite a big siding, goes all the way to that station there, is going to be replaced too. So I'm replacing slowly but surely everything. Every time I get my hands on a lot of FlexTrack, either used or new for a good price, I buy it and start slowly replacing all the FlexTrack. I'll do the curves after, because I want to do a little smoother. I have no problems with cars or locomotives to the curves, so I'm going to keep them this way. As you can see, quite a ways to go. So if I get around with one of the mains, as you can see, that goes all the way here. If I have trouble somewhere in the track, then I replace it right away with nickel silver. There is nickel silver there, the long stretches there, the tree with the via and the two mains. That is already replaced with nickel silver. I had a lot of trouble there with summer and winter. I'm in a basement, so it moves a bit on me, and then the locomotive starts stuttering. I had the same this morning, right there in the curve. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you. Oh, that doesn't work. Right there in the curve where you see the 4 screw nails. I keep having trouble there. So just on the straight edge into the curve, the locomotive stutters. You can see it on the movie from when I test the LEDs in the Deutsche Reichsbahn Pico or Schicht, I should say. It's a Schicht. But eventually good old Schicht was all Pico in the end, before East Germany went up in smoke and became Germany. So, as you can see, slowly but surely, I am replacing it. Now I'm here. I have another piece here on the siding, which wasn't electrified yet. The switches are wired but not connected. That's going to be connected too. And this is going to be a block. I am DC, and I'm staying that way. Yeah, so I'm going to make that a block. I use caulking for glue, because it's easy to remove, as you can see. and you won't see that anymore once I have ballasted. So it's all good with me. I also don't use track bed. I find that not necessary. I see DCC guys spending an awful lot of money on track bed and decoders and or locomotives ready to go, and then they have noise anyways. So I screw nail it straight, or I glue it straight on the plywood. That gives me the noise. It relaxes me, and I would say to each his own. I'm happy with this. So yeah, as you can see here too, here is some nickel silver pieces I got my hands on. Here, this is a curved brass that eventually will go, and it's going to be one piece of nickel silver into that garage. That's a storage for the holiday train. And mainly the switches I'm already replacing. This will get a spool. I don't care or it's broke or not, I'll fix it. I don't care. The spool still fit. The switch bar itself, as you can see here, is broke. No problemo. If it doesn't go with the switch machine, I'll use an Arduino. No problemo at all. So yeah, that's kind of an update over my layout. Like I said, we have been going out west for about almost 7 weeks, 6.5 I think. So I haven't been doing much here. And I'm slowly picking up again. So I'll be back more, especially on rainy days. It was awful hot here in Ontario the last week. 36 to 40 with the 41 or 42 with the humidity. I placed a fence outside, which was necessary too. And now we have a kind of almost a fall day here. So yeah, as you can see here too, this is nickel silver already. Here too. So the big stretches are basically done. It's more the smaller parts now. And here, this is nickel silver, as you can see. All the way. That's just from the other side, from the via. So the mains, well, it's getting there. So, and here I changed these two. The outer main, which is switched. So they come in there at the tunnel part, at the end there, where you see the blue foam. That's where the switch is. Still have to electrify that thing, and I will, because it's too far of a walk from the switch box. And this is all replaced with nickel silver. Also under the Santa Fe here, it's all nickel silver till the curves. And this switch, well, I might change it if I have one left, but it's kind of a dead end and it's one connector, so I can live with that. I find there is not really difference between nickel silver and brass in maintenance. I find it's dusty in here. I regularly have a cleaning car running around. I have 3 of them, 3 dry ones, Union Pacifics, a Roco, and I have a wet one, which is a Lilliput, an old one from Europe. I bought in Europe when I was still living there, and that is a wet one. So usually I pull a combination of them over the track to keep it clean. My brass though is mainly Fleischmann from the 1970s. So it has seen its best time. Here and there it's becoming green. Like I said, I'm in a basement, so in the summer usually no problems, but in the winter or in changing season, sometimes I have to really clean it, really go to town with odorless spirits to get it clean. And I'm getting a little bit tired of that. So I'm changing gradually everything to nickel silver. So at the moment I can run the inner main, which is fine, or the outer main I should say, which is fine. I can still use the inner main. And I forgot about that. I have a little, oh, let's go smaller. I have a little switch here, which will be replaced too with nickel silver, and with a little track here, which I made for the tourist train, so he can stop there. I already drilled the holes I seen. You can see it here. Here is one. And there is one. And just have to wire it up to the switch. So I can use and park my tourist train here. The tram is going to be activated this year too. With back and forth. I got an... I think it's this one. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one. You can... just set the time, it goes back and forth and it waits there at the station where the windmill is. I'll make it bigger again. So you can see the windmill there, I hope. With a little station. So that's why they wait. It is switched, so it goes one way and then the other leaves. With an interval of up to 999 seconds on this switch board, which I got from AliExpress. So I want that activated too. Yeah, so lots to do. The logging is coming ahead a little bit. Oh, I'll make it smaller again. So every time I pick a spot on the layout and work on it. It's don't take my word for it, but people who come here and reactions on YouTube and Facebook group, it's a huge layout since it's private. And it takes pretty well the whole basement. I think it takes 75% of the basement. So I can't even tell you how many feet or meters of tractor is in here. But I know by cleaning it and changing it, it's lots. You can take my word for that. So yeah, a little update. Thank for your attention, and I hope to see you back for sure this fall and winter to continue with my endeavors on the railway, on Windmill Junction Railway. If you really find this interesting, please subscribe to my channel, and see you the next time. Bye bye.